Hey guys, this week we are looking at a very large animal, a rhinoceros. Now this type of rhinoceros is a white southern rhinoceros. And you might look at it and say, well, that's not very white. Why is he called a white rhinoceros? And it's actually because it comes from the word in the Afrikaans, which is white, W-E-I-T, and it actually means wide mouth. So it's describing his face, which he does have a wide mouth. So this is the white rhino. Rhinos are an interesting animal. Did you know it is part of the group of the largest animals in the world? The largest of the species is the white rhino, like this one, and it can grow almost 6 feet tall and weigh 5,500 pounds. Here's something you also might not know. Rhinos have a very interesting friend, the red-billed oxpecker, a brown and yellow bird with a bright red bill. Often you can see these birds riding along on their backs or climbing on their heads. The rhino likes to give these birds a ride because the oxpecker keeps the huge animal healthy and clean by eating flies, ticks, fleas, and dead skin off it. Ugh, a little gross, but great for that rhino and the bird who wants to eat. Another way the bird helps is that they make a sharp call when it sees danger. The rhinos don't see very well, so this helps the rhino stay out of danger. Just like the rhino and the bird need each other, we all need other people too. All the way in the very beginning, when we look at the book of Genesis, we see that when God was creating everything, He made man, and see what happens. God had planted a beautiful garden in the place called Eden. Adam loved his new home. His job was to name all the animals and care for the garden. Adam loved all the animals, but he could not find a friend that was just right for him. God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make a helper fit for him." So God created a woman. Adam named her Eve, and she was just right for Adam. The Bible is full of stories and verses that show us how God created us to have relationships in our life with our families and friends. Ecclesiastes 4, 9, and 10 tells us, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their work. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." Friends and families help each other in many ways. We listen to each other, we have fun together, we work together, we share what we have. We get to share God's love with our friends and families and see how God shows us His love through them too. Just like our rhino needs his oxpecker friend, we all need friends too. In the Bible, Jesus calls us His friends. He tells us about how because He loved us, laid down His life for His friends, and that's what we are. He died on the cross so that we could be forgiven and be friends with God forever. We get to be friends with God and have friends all around us too. Just like we talked about at VBS, we get to share God's love with people everywhere, and that includes our friends and families. I hope you guys learned something new about rhinos today and about God's love for you. You can spend time now talking with your family about some questions about God's love.